Alright, I have a confession to make. I have never beaten Super Mario 64, but I'm going to change that right here, right now. The Mario series holds some of my favorite games of all time, but for some unexplained reason, I could never get into Super Mario 64. I would play it for a bit, get to the basement, and put it down because I absolutely hated Hazy Maze Cave and Shifting Sandland. But today, I'm going to buckle down and not only beat Super Mario 64, but I am going to rank every single star in the game. All 120 of them. For a long while now, I've been looking for an excuse to just dive into this game headfirst and see what all the fuss is about. I have people screaming in my ear saying, "It's peak fiction, it's the best Mario game of all time, and even Yoshi is in the game." And to that I say, listen, I'll be the judge of that. I'm going into this game mostly blind actually, so I'm treating this ranking as my mostly blind reactions to the missions in this game, as I've only made it to the basement my entire life. The only things I actually remember about this game is the first floor, and that's pretty much it. This video is kind of a pseudo-sequel to a video I made a while back called Learning to Love Super Mario 64, so after this video, feel free to know my full thoughts on the game if that's what you're interested in. But without further ado, let's rank every single star in Mario 64, and let me tell you, my favorite star is probably gonna shock you. Coming in dead last, we actually have a set of 3 stars actually, being the stars that Toad gives you in the castle. All you have to do to achieve these said stars is simply talk to him and he'll give you the star no problem. Naturally, this would be at the bottom for me because, I mean, come on, you don't even have to do anything here to get these stars. Free money, I guess. Counting those out, we're already at 117, which now we're getting into the real missions of this game, and oh boy. I don't know if this counts as a hot take or not, but I hate the pyramid puzzle mission. This mission I hate with all of my very being, and if I wasn't recording footage for this video, I might have just rage quit the game entirely. Shifting Sandland as a whole, I wasn't the biggest fan of. I'm not a huge fan of desert areas and games at all, so pair this with an awful mission and you got yourself the pyramid puzzle. This mission relies heavily on precise platforming, which sometimes just doesn't work in Mario 64. The camera will never really show you where you're supposed to go, and if you fall, you have to truck all the way back up to the pyramid just to try again. And the so-called puzzle isn't even a puzzle, you just kind of follow a path and collect the star. I don't know if people actually like this mission or not, but pyramid puzzle just really gave me a headache. Well, speaking of headaches, number 116, one of the castle's secret stars, the first wing cap mission. This mission allows you to unlock the wing cap in the game, but the real main meat revolves around getting the 8 red coins, and this one is just on the same level as the pyramid puzzle for me. You get about 1 chance to collect the coins in one tightly woven swoop, or you have to restart. The wing cap is such a situational power-up, it makes me hate it even more. It took me way longer than it should have, and this gave me just another headache, just not a good level all around. Even finally being able to grab the star in the end didn't really make me feel any better. There's simply no redeeming quality to this one, it's just awful. Number 115, in the talons of the big bird, Shifting Sandland. I just hate this bird. He stole my cap, so I had to use the wing cap to get it back. I hate you and the wing cap. This sucks. 114, we have another star that I'm not really sure what a common consensus is on, but it gave me another headache, so I'm putting it very low on the list. We have Snowman's Big Head from Snowman's Land. Another star that just really made me rage because it's another star that's very punishing if you fail even once. It's not as bad as Shifting Sandland and whatnot, but I'm still just, ugh. Once you climb up the snowman, you have to hide behind this big penguin as the snowman tries to blow you off the stage, and if I ever see this penguin in real life, I'm going to strangle it because the guy just moves backwards randomly, which caused me to get sent back to the beginning of the stage. And you have to be very, very specific on where you are behind him too, because it's not even, if you're just a little too far out, oops, back to the beginning of the stage for you. I actually had to give up on this one and take a break. It was pissing me off like crazy. Once you know what to do though, it's not that bad. 113, Mystery of the Monkey Cage. The majority of this mission is pretty good. I really like Tall Tall Mountain and scaling up this huge thing. What I don't like is this monkey. I was chasing him around for way longer than I should have, and he was skedaddling all over the place, and just all of a sudden he decided to stay put for me to catch him. Why would he do this? Was there a trick I was missing? Am I just stupid? 112, Secrets in the Shallow and Sky. This star is kind of a huge nothing burger to me. The only way you can really know what this star is about and how to get through it is pre-required knowledge, which I didn't have, so I spent a little while just kind of flailing around like an idiot trying to figure out where the secret was until I looked up a guide and found out how to complete the mission. With the knowledge on what to do, it's not bad, but upon my first run through, I didn't really feel anything for it. 111, Watch for Rolling Rocks. Again, the only way you can know how to get this far is through knowing where it is beforehand. There's absolutely no hints given on what you need to do. Sure, I know where the falling rocks are and I watch for them, but how do I get the star? No, stupid, you gotta cross over to the corner and do a cool flip to get to the star. This might be higher on the list if I could have seen the star beforehand and had some idea of where to go, but without a guide, it was nigh impossible for me to assume where the star was. 110, stop time for 8 red coins. Look, I like TikTok clock, I really do, but how do I stop time? Oh, it's very simple, just go out of the level, wait until the clock hits 12 so all the objects will stop and you can grab the coins. You're gonna be seeing a lot of these stars pop up because it was just the exact same problem as the last few. Like, how am I supposed to know how to stop time? Literally, how? Getting the actual red coins themselves was very easy, however, I just wish this game would relay things to the newcomers a bit better, but I guess now that I know, it's not so bad. 109 and 108, catching the bunny in the basement. These just weren't very fun. I'm not very good at catching animals. I'm not an animal catcher. You know, catching him the first time just kind of sucked. Second time was a lot easier since I knew the pattern, but I didn't like it any better the second time. 107, whirl from the freezing pond. Again, another nothing burger of a level. Hop over to the pond, hop on one of these guys, win. There's fairly little challenge or danger in the level. At its worst, you just need to restart the level, which isn't too bad at all. Not a bad star, just lacked substance. 106, through the jet stream. Hey, how do you feel about winning by sitting still? Again, little to no challenge, just kind of sit there and win. 105, in the deep freeze. Man, snow levels are my favorite. Why is Snowman's Land popping up so much? This is the star I completed when taking a break from the Snowman's Big Head mission, as my hat fell off of the giant block ice beforehand. No danger or anything like that, it's just a little bit of trial and error. Get the star and you're good. 104, free flying for 8 red coins. This level ain't so bad looking back on it, I just really hate the wing cap. Although this level definitely has one of the best uses of it in my opinion. A few of them are on the ground and a few of them rely on the wing cap. I died a few times here, but again, the wing cap just sucks, but it's a lot better in this level since all the coins are on the same elevation as one another. It really helps the flow of gameplay. 103, Secret of the Haunted Books. A very simple and easy mission. You can get hit by the books, which gives some level of danger. Even with the books, however, this level was still super easy. Felt like a free star. 102, 8 coin puzzle with 15 pieces. I really like Lethal Lava Land, which is honestly why it's such a shame that the 8 red coins were so easy to get in this level. I would have liked to use the shell or something to slide around and collect all of them, but instead we just have them all in an isolated area with blocks that move sometimes. How exhilarating. The mission takes less than a minute to get the star. It's whatever, honestly. 101, collect the caps. This one is quite self-explanatory. You'll need the metal and invisible cap for this mission, and all you have to do, well, is collect the caps and go inside a cage to collect the star. This one feels like you would need a guide to understand it, but you don't really. I didn't need one for this, but the reason it's so low due to just there being no challenge other than trying to actually get to the area you need to in time. If you fail, there's no real punishment, you just swim back up and try again. Easy stuff. Here at even number 100, we have Shocking Arrow Lift. Now, the game wants you to go on these lift things, right? You understand that? You know what you need to do? Wrong! A simple long jump does the trick and boom, star. Easiest stuff of my life. 99, Metalhead Mario Can Move. What feels like another filler star, you just pop Metal Mario on a switch and open the gate and the star is yours. The only relative challenge to this level is to find where you're supposed to go, as Hazy Maze Cave is it's a pretty big place, but once you know where to go, you know for good it's not that bad. 98, Express Elevator. Hurry up! This level's fine. You have to break this block and make sure you get to the elevator in time to grab the star. Relative nothing burger, but I do like speedrunning things. 97, Shining atop the pyramid, Shifting Sand Land. Another simple and easy one. I apologize if I don't have much to say on these, it's just that there isn't much to talk about. Grab the wing cap, grab the star, you don't have to do too much. 96, Behind the Chain Chomp's Gate. An absolutely classic star, usually the first you see in any playthrough. I did have some trouble with the chain chomp, but once you hit the pole 3 times, it's fair game as you grab the star. Pretty fun stuff. 95, Blast to the Lonely Mushroom. If you're bad with cannons, you're gonna have a rough time with this one as it'll kill you pretty quickly if you're bad, but at this point you should be far enough in the game where you know how the cannon works. Again, fun stuff, just not much to it. 94, The Manta Ray's Reward. This is about the exact same as the Jetstream mission from earlier, but you actually have to move to get to the star. No danger or anything if you fail especially, but it does require some competent swimming. 93, 100 coins Shifting Sandland. Our first 100 coins mission. I thought all of these would be at the bottom of the list going into the game at first because I was under the assumption assumption that every level had exactly 100 coins, and if you fail, you start over. Imagine my surprise when a level actually has more than 100 coins. Thank God. These levels were pretty fun for the most part, creating routes and the like. The only reason shifting Sandland is at the bottom is because of getting the red coins through the wing cap, and there's no way, as far as I know, to get out of the pyramid once you're actually in it, making it a little difficult if your route is bad. 92, 100 coins, Bob-omb Battlefield. I had to use a guide for this one to make it a little easier on myself because I swear I couldn't find any coins for the life of me for a while. Turns out you can circle around these log posts a few times and they spout out 5 coins each. This is actually a really cool secret, but who the frick knows about something like that without looking it on? Come on. Otherwise, it's alright. 91, 100 coins, Jolly Roger Bay. I actually like this one. It was pretty fun, which is weird because I don't like water levels too much. It had some good challenge to it. Not much else I can say. 90, 100 coins, Tick-Tock Clock. I'm sure you're probably noticing a pattern with this. Tick-Tock Clock was the final area I completed before beating the game, and I won't lie, this one kind of took the wind out of my sails. Like, it wasn't bad, I had fun with it, but like, whew, most of the stars in Tick-Tock Clock revolve around you going to the top of the clock anyways, so I'm just doing it again for the millionth time and it just didn't mesh with me too well. As fun as the level itself is, there's like no alternate paths to take to the top, so I was just kind of going through the motions. If you know what you're doing though, it's not bad. 89, Chests in the Current. I actually died on this one. During the mission, you'll be sucked up by this vortex, and if you're not careful, it'll actually take you away. Good challenge. Fun star. 88, Mario Wings to the Sky. Second introduction to the wing cap, actually. I didn't know what was required to get the wing cap at the time, so I just kind of fumbled around a bit before figuring it out. This mission just gets you used to the controls, and the controls, surprise to no one, they're bad. Alright, but it was kind of fun at first, so I guess that counts for something, right? 87, can the eel come out to play? Just wait until the eel comes out to grab the star. Pretty easy stuff, although it was a little tough trying to get close to the eel without getting hurt, but whatever. 86, Treasure in the Ocean Cave. Fun little cave to travel into in Jolly Roger Bay. I don't know, I just kind of like this one. There's nothing really special to it. This was one of the stars I remember as a kid, so I got this one first try. And no real consequences for failing it yet again, but it is a fun one regardless. 85, Blast to the Stone Pillar. Man, getting Jolly Roger Bay a lot here, aren't we? Yet another star with no real danger. This one might be a bit harder for newcomers as it was for me since I wasn't used to how the cannon worked at the time, but once you get it down, it's an easy win. 84, go to town for red coins. When looking up Wet Dry World on YouTube, I see a lot of videos talking about how this is Mario 4's... Mario 4? Mario 4, Mario 5. Super Mario 5. When looking up Wet Dry World on YouTube, I see a lot of videos talking about how this was Mario 64's creepiest and most sinister world, but honestly, I just don't get it. The eel in Jolly Roger Bay is creepier. Am I missing something here? The red coins were fun to grab, I guess. I almost forgot I was ranking something for a minute. 83, Bored Bowser's Sub. Literally couldn't have explained it any better myself. 82, Snowman's Lost Head. I love Cool Mountain. This mission was kinda iffy to me. I didn't really know what to do at first, but when I connected the dots, it made sense. I actually failed this one, so that counts for something. 81, Quick Race Through Downtown. It's pretty much the same as collecting the caps, but it requires a bit more knowledge and competent platforming. I really like the wall jumping to get up there. 80, one of the castle's secret stars, Jolly Roger Bay. I don't know what to call this one. You collect the 8 red coins, and there's no challenge or anything like that. It's just a nice little break from everything. I like this one. 79, navigating through the toxic maze. Navigate the maze to find an exit and make sure you don't die along the way. Just kind of went through the motions on this one. Not bad, but it wasn't the best either. 78, elevate for 8 red coins. Another Hazy Maze cave course. This one was the epitome of fine. The only thing that makes this one as mid as it is just the really slow moving platform. I probably could have found a way to skip through it, but hey, this was my first time ever doing this mission. Cut me some slack. 77, amazing emergency exit. Yet another Hazy Maze cave course. Must really tell you something about the level itself. I don't know, it's just pretty alright. Just navigate the course and don't fall. Trust me, going through the course again wasn't very fun. 76, Red Hot Log Rolling. Very simple start. Just go over to where the log is and grab the star. It's pretty good, but overwhelmingly simple. 75, Elevator Tour in the Volcano. Another lava land course. This one is just a tad bit forgettable, especially when it's in the same area as Hot Foot It into the volcano, which is far, far higher on this list. All you gotta do is ride the elevator and competently platform. It's a pretty good level, but just kinda slow. Number 74, 100 coins, Cool Mountain. The only saving saving grace for this one is the slide. Otherwise, it's a little forgettable compared to the rest of the 100 coins mission. It's still good, I just love the slide. 73, fall into the caged island. Hey, how do you like holding a button down for a few seconds before getting to a star? Whomp's Fortress is an awesome level, but this star was so forgettable, I just forgot it was originally high on this list. And yes, I'm too lazy to put it lower. 72, pluck the piranha flower. Now this one was pretty good, yet kind of forgettable again, especially compared to the rest of Tiny Huge Island and how fun it was. My friend really doesn't like this course for some reason, and that kind of baffles me. I don't know, is this an unpopular opinion? I don't know, let me know in the comments. 71, through the jet stream, Jolly Roger Bay. The only reason this is much higher than Dire Docks is one, because it forced me to get the metal cap, which was pretty fun. It requires a little bit more effort, but otherwise, 70, metal cap course, Speak of the Devil. It's a very fun level, and Way to the Red Coins. Not much more I could say really, just some good fun. 69, swimming beast in the cavern. Figuring out how to get to Nessie to get to the island so I can grab the star was pretty fun. Getting there too was a journey. Again, not too much I can really say here, just a solid enough level. 68, chip off Whomp's block. I'm too far into writing the script to look back, but I believe this is technically our first boss course. Just climb up to the top and fight Whomp. This boss, however, is painfully easy, the highlight being the journey to the top. Not very many bosses in the game, however, I do think it's always fun when I see one. 67, get a hand. This level would be much higher on the list if there just wasn't so much waiting. Climb up to the hand of the clock and wait, and wait, and wait to get to the star and win. The journey up was pretty fun though. 66, Big Bob-omb on the Summit. Hey, it's the first level in the game. It's kind of oddly fitting that it's towards the middle of the list. Hey, it's a great introduction to the game and its controls, and with a pretty memorable boss fight. Love it. 65, 8 red coins, Jolly Roger Bay. I actually really like this one. That's it. I couldn't really tell you why, because I don't know why I like it so much. I just do. This game has oddly good water levels. This is weird. Super Mario number 64, 100 coin Snowman's Land. This one was a memorable one solely for the fact that I thought I was completely screwed this late into the level, but found a way to get back into the game. I was trying to complete 2 missions at once and thought that I could only use the shell to get back into the igloo because I was missing a few coins and needed a star in there. That mission was super memorable. 63, 100 coins Wet Dry World. I'm back in the mood to talk about some 100 coins missions. The reason a lot of these are so close together is because I find them very similar in quality. It just depends on what kind of quality. This one was pretty fun, trying to find a good route to changing the water level. Wet Dry World is the water temple from Ocarina of Time if it was fun. 62, 100 coins Big Boo's Haunt. Now this one was a real fun one, trying to find and make out all the boos as they carried blue coins inside of him if you were to defeat them, the equivalent of 5 coins. Big Boo's Haunt really grew on me with this mission. Good stuff. 61, Into the Igloo. This was the same level I tried to beat with the 100 coins and almost lost because I didn't know how to get back inside of the igloo. Using the invisibility cap was very fun on the level. Number 68, red coins, Big Boo's Haunt. Would you look at that? It's the halfway mark. If you made it this far into the video, make sure to smash that like button so I know who's really enjoying the content. It really means a lot. Anyways, this one is like the 100 coin mission, but more specific, making it more fun since I have to actually look for stuff instead of walking aimlessly hoping for coins. 59, Little Penguin Lost. Carry the lost penguin to the bottom of the mountain to collect the star, but before you do, make sure to throw him off the edge. 58, Blast Away the Wall. If you know what you're doing here, this one's super easy. Hop in the cannon and bash Mario's head into a wall for that sweet, sweet power star. Or just use speedrun strats and ruin the entire point of the mission. Choice is yours. 57, Scary Shrooms, 8 red coins. This one's quite fun. My only gripe being that the red coin is so close to one another, so the mission doesn't really last that long, unless you're bad and miss your jumps. 56, Shell Shredding for 8 red coins. You need a Koopa shell to ride around and collect 8 red coins. I coupled this with the 100 coin mission in Snowman's Land, and I had a ton of fun. It's always a treat to use the shell. 55, Shoot into the Wild Blue. This is pretty much the exact same as Break the Wall, but instead of breaking a wall, you go perpendicular and make sure you land the cannon fire. 54, Shoot into the Island Sky. Pretty much the same thing as Shoot into the Wild Blue, not much more to say. 53, Ride the Big Boo's Merry-Go-Round. Hop on the merry-go-round and defeat all of the boos. I mean, it's fine, I guess. I mean, there's nothing really to write home about. I much preferred going around the entire mansion to search for boos. 52, Wiggler's Red Coins. Another one of the shorter red coin missions of the game. You go inside the mountain and collect the coins and it's over in a blip. Simple as that. 51, Boil the Big Bully. A very fun one in Lethal Lava Land. These guys aren't too much of a threat if you know what you're doing and how to take them out. I struggled a little bit, but eventually got the star. 50, Chill with the Bully. It's quite literally the exact same thing as Boil the Big Bully, but this time with snow. No real added challenge or anything like that, it's literally just a palette swap. 49, Bully the Bullies. Again, pretty much the same thing, but slightly better in my opinion as they're focusing on crowd control rather than one giant enemy. 48, Over the Rainbow. This one, especially on your first experience, will mostly be a waiting game. I believe this one actually gave me a bit of trouble, but you can actually speed through this one quite a bit if you know what you're doing. 47, Cruiser Crossing the Rainbow. Another waiting game if you don't know what you're doing. I think it's on the same level of fun and difficulty as the other one. It only gets better as you replay the level, since the game, actively rewards you for learning its controls and making stars like these go a lot quicker. 46, Wall Kicks Will Work. This is where the game's movement really clicked for me when playing the game for the first time. Learning to combo certain moves together is so satisfying to pull off, and this star is proof of that. 45, Top of the Town. This star is another one of the multitude of get to the top stars, and it's pretty alright. You don't really need to shift around with the water levels too much, but the real challenge is just making sure you don't fall off the map. 44, Vanish Cap Course. Another gauntlet type level where you unlock the Vanish Cap. This one really tests your beginner mettle against moving platforms and the like. Fun stuff. 43, 8 Red Coins, Cool Mountain. A very fun star to collect, especially on a first playthrough. The only real trouble I had was finding the one red coin on that ice slope. Otherwise, smooth time. 42, Big House in the Sky. I don't have a lot to say on this one, honestly. It's relatively the same as the other riding ones. Moving on. 41, Itty Bitty Secrets. I accidentally stumbled on starting this star while on another one, and it's pretty fun finding where all the secrets are. 40, Koopa the Quick, one of the most iconic stars in the entire game, nay, Mario history. I love this one, but the only thing that holds it back is how astronomically easy it is. I fell off the cliff by accident and still won with time to spare. Great star, but way too easy. 39, 100 Coins, Hazy Maze Cave. Planning the route for this one was fun because of the maze aspect. You kind of run around in a circle until you get all 100. 38, 100 Coins, Rainbow Ride. This one was also pretty fun. The best part was the wall jumping for the blue coins. You gotta make sure you have enough speed and precision for it, otherwise the 100 coins feels nigh impossible. 37, 100 Coins, Womp's Fortress. If you couldn't tell, a lot of these missions are on the same level as one another. I'm still surprised that I had as much fun with these stars as I have been. I genuinely thought all of the 100 coin missions were going to be at the bottom of the list before playing. Very glad to be proven wrong. 36, 100 Coins, Dire Docks. What to say that I haven't said already? Seriously, I'm running out of things to say on these. They're all mostly the same. 35, Make Wiggler Squirm. A pretty fun boss level. Didn't have too much challenge with this one, but it was nice seeing a boss where I wasn't expecting one. 34, 8 Red Coins, Womp's Fortress. Yep, sure is another 8 Red Coins mission. Definitely one of the best though. 33, Slip Sliding Away. This star is painfully easy, but it definitely isn't a bad thing because I just love the sliding in this game. Since you aren't racing the penguin, you're allowed to actually make skips in the area. Otherwise, simple and easy. 32, 31, and 30. 100 Coins, Tiny Huge Island, Lethal Lava Land, and Tall Mountain. We're at the final batch of 100 coin missions, and I definitely think that they're the best of the best. I'm going to group all of these together as I think they're on the same level of greatness because they all have the best routes for the coins. Going inside of a sub-area to collect the rest of the coins, whether it be the slide or the volcano. These stars are absolutely awesome, and I love replaying these for the routes alone. 29, one of the castle's secret stars, Peach's Slide. Need I say more? 28, Peach's Slide, 20 seconds. I got both of these on the same run, but I think it is slightly better because of the time limit. 27, Coins Amassed in a Maze. Collect the red coins in the maze. This one is definitely a unique red coins mission, and I like it a lot. 26, Pendulum in the Pit. Just truck up some of TikTok Clock and collect the star. I love TikTok Clock's challenge, that's why it's up here so high. 25, Top of the Fortress. This one tested my judgment of how far something is from you with the final climb to the top. Very fun star. 24, Tip of the Huge Island. Literally the same thing as Top of the Fortress. Tiny Huge Island's gimmick is just better though. 23, 8 Red Star Coins, Bob-omb Battlefield. Might just be this high up due to how early in the run it was, but I had a lot of fun in this one, even as a kid when I didn't like Mario 64. 22, Roll Into the Cage. Again, TikTok Clock's challenge is why this is so high up on the list. I just love TikTok Clock, man. 21, Big Boo's Balcony. The fight with Big Boo is pretty awesome, and figuring out how to climb to the top of the mansion is pretty dang fun too. 20, Go on a Ghost Hunt. Explore the mansion and go on a wild goose hunt for all the boos. I love going into all the rooms and finding which boos I can find. 19, Time Jump on Moving Bars. You gotta go about halfway up through TikTok Clock and jump on some moving bars for the star. 18, Pole Jumping for 8 Red Coins. I had some trouble with this one, mainly because I didn't know you needed to defeat Bowser first before you can access the star, but you time your jumps on the moving poles and grab the star. 17, Rematch with Koopa the Quick. Think the original Koopa the Quick mission, but actually kind of challenging. I love this one a ton. 16, tricky triangles. Hop around on the triangles and grab the star before time runs out. 15, swinging in the breeze. Rainbow Ride really does have a mixed bag of stars. On some of them, it's mostly a waiting game, but on others, they provide some of the best platforming challenges in the game. Rainbow Ride never ceases to fascinate me. 14, breathtaking view from bridge. Climb up to the top of Tall Mountain to grab a star hiding inside a small hole. 13, big penguin race. Another classic and iconic star. A fair and square race with the penguin in Cool Mountain. I forgot you couldn't make skips on the first time, and yeah, the second try, it was very, very easy. 12, scale the mountain. It doesn't get any clearer than that. Scaling Tall Mountain is always a fun time, seeing how quickly I can get to the top.
Number 11, Eye to Eye in the Secret Room.
Entering the top 10, we have Bowser Course 2 red coins. Pretty much the same as Bowser Course 2, but you go out of your way to collect the red coins in the area, adding for some extra challenge. On top of the fun obstacle course, these are fantastic side missions. At number 9, we have Bowser Course 3, 8 red coins. From beating the third Bowser Course, you don't really get a star because you've actually beaten the game, but this was the final star I collected in my original run, and what a fun time it was.
Number 8, Plunder the Sunken Ship.
Number 7, Bowser in the Dark World, 8 red coins. I think it's no surprise that all of the Bowser courses are about on the same level as one another, and the 8 red coin missions on each course just really cement how awesome these courses are. I seriously love these. Number 6, Stand on the 4 Pillars. Shifting Sandland may be an acquired taste for me, but I loved this level and the boss you had to fight at the end of it. I had no idea this boss was in the game, and it was so wonderfully surprised that it was here. There aren't very many actual bosses in this game, so whenever I see one, oh, it's an absolute treat. Here at the top 5 stars, it's inside the ancient pyramid. Again, Shifting Sandland is not my cup of tea, but I love this level. You travel up the pyramid and grab the star at the top. A fun little gauntlet. Number 4, Hot-Footed inside the volcano. It's the same as Shifting Sandland, but this one barely wins it over because I really like Lethal Lava Land. Number 3, Stomp on the Thwomp, Tick-Tock Clock. This time you need to make a long, very long and perilous journey through all of Tick-Tock Clock for this one, and I just absolutely love it. No complaints from me. Number 2, Mysterious Mountainside. Climb up almost all of Tall Mountain and finish it off with a very fun slide down to the bottom. I wasn't lying when I said these were my favorite types of levels. They are so good. And finally, at number 1, probably my most controversial pick being one of the castle secret stars, the second Wingcap course. I was told from the get-go that I would absolutely hate this course, and I believed them, because I hated the first Wingcap course, but I think the cannons and the extra ground solved that big issue for me, because it's not necessarily life or death if you can't get a single coin. My only gripe is that it put me outside of the castle when I lost. I even turned on my mic because I thought I was gonna rage and make good content out of it, but no, instead it became my favorite star in the game for some reason. Oh, that wasn't bad! What? What?
It was.
That's not bad! Am I just good? Yeah, I really don't get it either. And that, my friends, is every single star in Super Mario 64 ranked from worst to best. This was a very difficult challenge for me, and this was my first time ever trying a video like this, so if you did enjoy the video, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. We've been growing a ton recently, and I would like to see you all there on the road to 1,000 subscribers. And let me know down in the comments below, what is your favorite level in Mario 64? Personally, Lethal Lava Land and Tall Mountain are my favorites, but otherwise, that's gonna do it from me today. My name is Dylonic, and I'll see you all in the next video. Stay fresh.